Hi there guys, welcome back to the next video in my Kanto Solo Run series, where I aim to solo the game with a Pokemon chosen by our randomizer wheel. Let's recap the rules and get straight back into it. First off, the wheel decides, which is 3 Pokemon, choose one of the 3 and we do the run with that Pokemon. Secondly, I can only use that Pokemon in battle, but I can catch utility Pokemon for HMs. Third, I can't heal in battle using items, but healing outside of battle is allowed, and moves like Recover and Rest also allowed. Fourth, I can use the Badge Boost glitch, because it's kind of unavoidable in Gen 1. Finally, I can use TMs and HMs. Now let's recap, let's get on with the video. Okay, now we've gone over the rules, let's get on with this next wheel. So, I'm thinking, I kind of want a decent run this time. Ooh, Wartortle. Considering Blastoise is our first choice, it might be interesting to see how that compares. Next up's Metapod. We've just done a Kakuna run, I'm not ready to do that yet. One last up, Kadabra. That could be very quick. But we've done Alakazam quite recently, so you know what? We're going to do Wartortle. Let's get ready. Right, now we've chosen Wartortle on the wheel, let's get on with the run. So, even though we've already done a run with Blastoise, because of how well I've been doing recently with my runs, I actually reckon I might be able to do this very quickly with Wartortle. And just before we get on, another shout out to our rival for today. It is again N3 David. So if you love all the retro music from different games and such, check out his channel and drop a few of his videos a like. I was watching one about Robotnik's theme recently. Honestly, really fun to watch and listen to. But anyway, back into this. So choosing Wartortle, we're obviously going to choose Bulbasaur as our rival. We start off with 3 moves. We start off with Tackle, Bubble, and Tail Whip. So, because of the stacks that we actually start off with, this battle shouldn't be very hard at all. The Bulbasaur doesn't actually have any Grass-type moves yet, so the worst thing that's going to do against us is use Growl and then Tackle. Because if we can't do enough damage, then the Bulbasaur slowly whittle down our health. But considering we've got Tail Whip, we can get our attack back up and we can quite comfortably win the first rival battle. Which is good. It puts us in good precedent. We're already at level 6 and, you know what, I'm going to try to do this minimum battle. So we'll head straight to Brock. And as you can see, if we do minimum battles, we're only 10 minutes in game time by the time we reach Brock. Which is quite standard. And going against Brock, his Geodude and his Onix should not be a problem whatsoever. Bubble is just going to destroy them in a few hits. And that's pretty much all there is to this battle, that's all we can do. So why don't we talk about Wartortle's stats. Its lowest base stat is actually its speed at 58. Then you've got its HP at 59. But its defense and its special are probably its key stats for Wartortle. Both at around about 80, 70 respectively. And the speed is probably going to be a problem on this run. With Bulbasaur, it's not that quick of a Pokemon as well, but it probably means we're going to struggle against the Alakazam when it gets towards the back end of the run. And we're going to struggle a bit against Misty. I went into this battle against this trainer with barely any HP. I was trying to do minimum battles still at this point. So, thankfully, the Goldeen didn't use anything that hits us, uses Peck, and takes us out. So, I was already at this point thinking, if I can't beat that even with that much low health, I'm probably not going to do very well against Misty, so the obvious choice is to go against the rival here. Reason why I went against the trainers in Cerulean Gym, I just wanted that extra bit of experience, because the Pidgeotto is always the problem when it comes to this rival on Nugget Bridge. And it comes down to when it uses Sand Attack. And it's bulky at level 18. I think it's the strongest Pokemon on its team, and he starts off with it. So at this point in the game, it's not easy. But until we get the likes of Ice Beam, that Pidgeot's going to be a problem throughout. But thankfully, it's not going to be too much longer until we can get Ice Beam. Usually, we've got the rival on the SS, and by that point, we'll have Body Slam. And I actually might go to the SSN first and then track back when I've got Body Slam, because that'll take out Starmie a lot easier. I'll come back to this battle anyway. You're probably thinking, right, yeah, we're going to lose. So I tried them again. They're pretty much the same level. Well, level 19. I didn't actually reset that one. I wanted to keep that level. And the key to winning this battle with this rival is always to get that Pidgeotto down before it uses Sand Attack. So the quicker you can take that out, the better chance you've got to stand against the rest of the Pokemon. Abra is a free battle, it only knows Teleport. And Rattata, strangely, is actually quite scary in some circumstances. When it uses Hyper Fang and it hits, that's a problem. Takes off a lot of damage, but thankfully we've got to this point of the battle and we haven't been Sand Attacked. Vine Whip does hit, but it's going to be a 4-hit KO with Tackle, and we just got to hope the Bulbasaur doesn't use Vine Whip. Oh, it's going to be a 5-hit KO because of the Leech Seed. I always forget about Leech Seed with Bulbasaur. And there we go, we finally beat him at level 19, which I'm not happy about really. I wanted to do that at a low level. I think Blastoise might have done that at a low level. Anyway, let's see how we do against Misty. We've got a few more levels, so we've been through Nugget Bridge, we've been against all of those trainers, and we've picked up the move Bite. 60 base power move, definitely a lot better for dealing damage, considering we can't do much damage with Water Gun. And it'd actually be very helpful to have Bubble Beam straight away, like as early as possible really. It's a much more powerful move than Water Gun. And there we go. Because we're at level 25 and we've got Bite, Misty's quite an easy battle now. Not happy I'm at level 25 though. But the earlier the levels we get up earlier on, you'll start to see that the power creep starts coming back in towards the later game and the level starts to even out a bit. Now we're on the SSN, we've picked up Body Slam. Honestly, I've said this on pretty much all of my runs where I can use Body Slam. It's my favourite Gen 1 move. You get it so early on, it's so powerful, and you got that chance of paralysis. It's just... It's probably my... Yeah, it's just easily my favourite move on Gen 1. Even on Ivysaur there, we got the paralysis, it's going to be 2-hit KO. Easy. So the SSN rival is not going to be hard at all. But Lieutenant Surge is next, and he's an electric type gym leader, so this might be difficult if we can not. We've got to make sure we can outspeed and we can get Body Slams in early. But the other move that I picked up earlier on and didn't realise until I got to Surge that I could use it, Wartortle actually learns Dig as a TM, which is fantastic. It means that this battle is going to be very easy for us as long as we don't get hit first. So now the X speeds on Raichu actually can outspeed us, but Dig takes it out in one hit. And that's Surge done without taking any points of damage, which is great. I really wish we could learn Thunderbolt as Blastoise, but it's just not a move it can learn. After that, there's not really much to talk about in Rock Tunnel. Water-type Pokemon generally do really well in there, so let's just move on to Celadon and let's talk about stat increases. So with Wartortle, its worst stat is its speed. So that's probably going to be the thing we're going to have to focus on when it comes to stat increases from items. And we can also pick up Ice Beam while we're there, so while we've got Ice Beam, it might be worth trying to beat Erica. We're level 33 at this point, and I actually forgot to teach it Ice Beam at this point, so yeah. That's not a good thing. So let's try it again. The Victory Bell pretty much always starts with... Oh, critical hit. Yeah, it always starts with Razor Leaf, and Razor Leaf always crits, which is not good. So I'm going to go... We'll come back to Erica later. Let's go for Giovanni. This should be, again, an easy battle. All the Giovanni battles for us should be very easy. He uses Rock Pokemon, Ground Pokemon, or Poison Pokemon. So, Wartortle's not going to be a problem for all of these. And there you go, Giovanni's done. So what's next? We can go over to Lavender Tower, we can beat the rival here, and we can open up the rest of the game. I haven't been back to Erica yet, because I did try it one more time, and honestly, it was better right now to keep Dig as a move than it was to put Ice Beam on. Just because of Lavender Tower as well, considering we've got all the Ghost type trainers, well, Ghost Poison in this generation. Gyarados, not a problem when you've got Body Slam. Growlithe comes out, it's going to be a Bubble Beam to take it down. And right now we're not even badge boosting, so And this battle is very easy anyway because we're level 37. Ivysaur comes out. Dig's going to be the one-hit KO move. Not one-hit KO, flipping heck. Okay. So, Wartortle's high level, but not doing very much damage. That's kind of worrying so far. But that's all going to change soon. So instead of going back over to Erica, going over to Koga, or even over to Blaine, I'm going to test out how we do in Silph Core. And I want to see how we do against the rival before... Like, so we can beat him here, we'll save major time. So let's see how we do. N3 David, let's see how we do. Pidgeot comes out. I haven't taught Ice Beam yet still. I'm still relying on Body Slam and Dig. But I start getting a load of misses because of Sand Attack. So already the odds are against me in this battle. It's going to be a 3-hit KO with Body Slam. I am definitely going to have to be a much higher level to be able to do this. Gyarados comes out, uses Leer, and for some reason on this run, I got so many Gen 1 misses. Like, a crazy amount. If you don't know what a Gen 1 miss is, it basically means 1 in 256 times, 100% accuracy move will actually miss. But I was seeing this without Sand Attacks probably about at least once every couple of battles, which is ridiculous odds. Sorry, not ridiculous odds, ridiculous luck. And it made this run a lot harder. But when it comes to the end time, it just shows how much better these runs I've been getting, how well I can maneuver the game to be able to get through sections and get good times. I've learned, like, this is what, episode 22, I think. I've learned a lot in just 22 videos. So if I'm improving my times this well after just 20 videos, imagine what it's going to be when we get to the final 151. It's going to be very good times. So now we've actually gone back. We've taught Ice Beam this time. I'm giving up on Dig. And it means we are going to be a bit slow because we can't dig out of places to get back to other locations quicker. But I think I need Ice Beam now. It's too far into the game to not have it with Wartortle. Growlithe comes out. It's going to be a one-hit with Bubble Beam. But I have at level 31 also picked up Withdraw. So we can utilise the Badge Boost glitch. So if you're not familiar again with how the Badge Boost glitch works, as you go through Kanto and beat certain gym leaders, they give you a boost to stats. So like Brock, right at the start gives you a boost. I think your attack. I will have to go back through and double check all of them of which one it is, but pretty much it's all the odd numbered gym leaders give you a boost to your stats. But what happens then is when you use a move like Withdraw, which increases your defense, it then increases all your other stats by 12.5%. This is a Gen 1 glitch, but it's unavoidable, so we can utilize it. And there you go. Thanks to Ice Beam and Badge Boost glitch, we can get through the rival at this point in the game. So, what's next? We haven't beat Erica, we haven't beat Koga, we haven't beat Sabrina. We're going to go against Giovanni, of course, because we're here. We might as well get this battle out the way. And I've got a decision of what to do next, so going back to Erica, now we're level 41, will probably be a quick battle. So we can get through that, we can get the badge, and we can then head off to Koga. But we could go to Koga first, considering he does give us an add to the badge boost, which would be very helpful against the likes of Sabrina. I don't think we're going to have a problem against Blaine because we are a water-type Pokemon, but then again, when I was doing my run with Cloyster, Blaine was the run-ender. I got to Blaine and he just decimated my team. Well, he just decimated Cloyster with the Rapidash and Fire Spin. Because he outsped, it kept hitting. It was very annoying. You can go check out that video. I'll put it in the video choices right at the end of this video so you can go and have a look. But yeah, I get very frustrated with that. Okay, so Considering we need to go through Celadon to go to Koga anyway, you go down the bike path, it's a lot quicker than going to the east of Vermilion. We go to Erica, and now we're higher level, we've got Ice Beam. It's a much easier battle. We can outspeed most of them, so yeah, we didn't have any problems there whatsoever. And next up is Koga. So, the scariest thing about Koga, its coffins can use Smokescreen, which means that your accuracy goes way down. So you got to take out the coffins as quick as possible. And then the other scary thing about him is his second coffin and the wheezing at the end all know self-destruct. So you've got to make sure your defense is really high, or you can take him out as quickly as possible to be able to stand a chance. Because he uses them randomly. Pretty much all the gym leaders use their moves quite randomly, unless it's a super effective move. Because the AI will say, that's super effective, I can do a lot of damage, so I want to use that move and take him out. We get a lucky freeze on the wheezing, which means we are going to win here. And this is why I love Ice Beam. It's only got a 10% chance to freeze, but towards the back end of runs, I actually start to see Ice Beam just freezing a lot more. I get very, very lucky, I'll tell you that. Moving on, we can go to Blame, we can go to the Secret Mansion, pick up the rare candy. There's about 10 or 11 rare candies throughout the game that you can pick up. Usually I miss about two of them, depending on how well the run's going. When it comes to like a Mewtwo run or a legendary run, I'll probably miss them out just to save some time. Because you're having to lose time by doing that. And I reckon the legendaries and Mewtwo, Zapdos, Arcuno, Mew, Moltres, I reckon all of them will be able to do the full game without any rare candies. Because their base stats are just ridiculous. And the reason why I'm talking about that is because the Blaine fight is so standard, so boring. It was just surfing all the way through. And the Giovanni fight's going to be the same, really. We can't teach Fire Blast, so it's going to get sold so we can get some more money for stats. And next up we have Sabrina. So Body Slam is going to be the best move here. Her Kadabras and the Alakazam have got terrible defense, but they've got great speed. So that's why we had to be a high level to go into here. Because I did try it before going off to beat Erica and Koga, and we just didn't outspeed. We get a freeze on the Venomoth, which is amazing, so we can actually badge boost glitch. And that means that when it comes to the Alakazam right at the end, we're probably going to be able to do this without losing any damage whatsoever. So Ice Beam, it still didn't take out the Venomoth. Probably should have used Body Slam there. Alakazam comes out. And it gets a crit. Oh, great. So if you're not familiar with the badge boost glitch and other aspects of it, if you get a critical hit, it ignores any of the boosts that you've done to your stats. So it would only do the critical, the total amount that a critical hit would have done. So it's very annoying. That's not true if you boosted your attack, because your attack would stay. It's just that glitched boost that it ignores, which is very annoying. So you don't really want criticals when you are badge boosting. Moving on to Giovanni, we're sweeping through his team so quickly here. Honestly, I would say that his most dangerous Pokemon, out of all the runs I've done, is probably his Dugtrio. It's fast, uses Dig, and hits hard, so honestly, Giovanni's top Pokemon for me shouldn't be that Rhydon, it should be that Dugtrio, just because how tricky it is. A fast ground Pokemon is deadly. Moving on to the rival before the Elite Four. Let's see how we do right now. We haven't used any of our rare candies. I wait until just before the Elite Four before using them, and sometimes I don't even use all of them. Because if I need to calculate my experience so I don't level up within the battle, it's better to keep a rare candy or two as you're going through the Elite Four for that. When you come into it, Rhyhorn is probably even the Rhydon later on, probably the best ones to start badge boosting on. Because all it knows is Fury Attack, it knows Stomp, Tail Whip, and I think Leer. I think Leer's its other move, but Yeah, either way. We've set up our badge boost. Gyarados, it's not really that scary of a Pokemon. It does know Hyper Beam later on, which will do a lot of damage, but if we're using Withdraw badge boost, our defense skyrockets. So Hyper Beam's not actually going to do very much later on. The scariest Pokemon I would say in his team is always that Alakazam. Well, as you know, our Psychic type moves in Gen 1 are overpowered. That's why, like, Mewtwo's a Psychic type. There's no natural weaknesses to it in Gen 1. Like you said, Bug is super effective against Psychic types, but I think the best Bug type move in the game is Twin Needle, and that's only on Beedrill, so you tell me. Anyway, moving through to the Elite Four. We're not even going to set up a badge boost glitch against Dewgong. What I want it to do is use Rest. When it's using Growl, that's very annoying. When it's using Takedown, that's very annoying. But there we go. Now it's finally used Rest. We can use our withdrawals and get our badge boost set up. And now it's woken up. We've had a few... Yeah, we're just going to keep going with withdrawals. And we get the critical, so the badge boost doesn't matter. The most annoying thing about that Dewgong is the fact that it uses Growl. And if you're using physical type moves, it's very annoying, but that actually leaves you open to something else. As your attack is dropping, your special is also increasing. And water type moves, well, Surf is definitely a special type move, so it means that it's actually going to become a higher damaging move, even though it's resisted to most of these Pokemon. Like, Slowbro's got ridiculous defenses, and 2 Surfs takes it out, and I am not even its level. I'm a few levels below it. Annoyingly, Jinx uses Body Slam, but the most annoying move that Jinx has is Ice Punch. Thrash is quite annoying sometimes, but because we've boosted our defense, it's not going to do very much, so we can take it down quite gradually, and Surf takes it out. It's a free hit KO there. Lapras comes out, and this is the one I was most worried about, so what I actually want is to get a paralysis check on it. It gets a critical, so yeah, I don't think we're going to win this. No, we're not. Unless it keeps spamming... No. Okay. Going in the level we did, that was either bad luck or we just need to be higher level. So that's what I do. I use my rare candies. So we're level 60 now. We want that Dewgong to start using Rest. There we go. We can start using the badge boost glitch. And it's going to be a little while here. It's going to... Ooh, yeah. Yes, it's used Rest again. That's one good thing about using Dewgong to set up with Lorelei. Because it uses Rest, if you hit it down to a certain amount of HP, its AI will just say, oh, I need to recover a bit here. So it'll use Rest, and then that's your chance to start using it. I misclicked here and used Body Slam twice. I should have been really using Surf here, because I have Badge Boost, so my special is very high. Slowbro comes out. I am still confused here. Body Slam doesn't really do that much, but if I can get the paralysis check on it, that gives us an extra advantage in the battle. So there we go, we've body slammed it down, Jinx comes out. Jinx's defenses aren't that good, so one body slam is enough to take it out. Lapras comes out, we want to get that paralysis, we don't, but uses Confuse Ray, and we hit ourselves. And then she uses body slam, and we're paralysed. We're para-confused, it's not good, it's not good. Thankfully she just keeps spamming Confuse Ray, and I can't understand why, because it's not a super effective move. But most of the Elite Four's AI will just use the move they think is best at the time. So the one that they think they can do the most damage with. But there we go. We've got Lorelei beaten. We're on to Bruno, and I'm not even gonna well, I have recovered. We were on quite low HP and paralyzed, so that would not have done well for us. But Onyx is going to be a one-hit KO, easy. I am going to set up against the Onyx though, because it can't do much damage to us, and it's just put Rage on itself. So that's only going to do 2 or 3 damage every turn, which is great. It means we're not going to lose much HP. We can set up, and then we can one-shot it with Surf. So there we go. One-shot Surf. And that pretty much means we're going to be able to... I leveled up. I should not have set up against that Onyx. But we are still one-shotting. Bruno is an absolute joke of an Elite Four member. Using 2 Onyxes. It's crazy. The biggest threat on his team is this Machamp. And as you can see, that takes two Surfs to take it out. But that was like going against Brock right at the start. Very, very easy. Agatha. I think I lost my footage for Agatha. That's not good. Okay, well, a summary of what happened with Agatha anyway. She actually was the hardest gym leader Elite Four member to go against. It took me about 5 tries to get past her. Because I just wasn't doing enough damage to take out her Pokemon before they either confused, put me to sleep, or use Nightshade on me. So, ooh, Hyper Beam from the Gyarados. I'm very annoyed I lost that footage. But that's what happens sometimes. OBS doesn't sometimes flakes out and just I lose some footage sometimes. But here we just proceed. So level 62, I'm not one-shotting these Dragonairs. I haven't been able to Bouch Boost glitch, and I don't think I'm going to win this one. Aerodactyl comes out, uses a takedown, so yeah, we don't win this one. Very annoying. Going against Lance again. The Gyarados is scary. If I can get it paralyzed and all it uses is Dragon Rage, that's probably the main thing. I want to more set up against those. Oh, there goes the Hyper Beam. That's not good. But we've got a free U-turn because it does recharge. Uses Hyper Beam again. I've got to take it out now. So with some Badge Roost now, Ice Beam should one-shot these Dragonairs. Should one-shot the Aerodactyl if we outspeed, but I'm not sure we do. We outspeed. Okay. We just got the Dragonite. Can we beat it? No, we don't. He uses Hyper Potion. Oh, come on. We got one more chance. No, he uses Agility. And he misses with Slam. Oh, wow. Okay, that was close. That was very close. Oh, there's only one thing left to do now. N3 David, we're coming for you, buddy. Time to beat the champion. One thing I do between each Elite Four member usually as well, you've got to use full restores. You can get them right outside and use the elixirs you pick up throughout the game. That way you can go into the battles pretty much with full everything, full PP, full HP. But I'm digressing. Let's get on with the battle. So first up out is Pidgeot, and I'm going to try and get it frozen. But we don't, so we're just going to take it out. We're not going to outspeed the Alakazam. But if I can freeze it, or paralyze it, that gives... Oh, that does a lot of damage. Reflect, that's not good, considering we used Body Slam, but we've paralyzed it. We miss Gen 1 miss of all the time to get a Gen 1 miss. So now we've got Rhydon, we can use the Badge Boost glitch. Fury Attack's kind of annoying, but it's not doing that much damage, so we've set up one Badge Boost glitch. Let's take it out. Okay, so next up, we've got Gyarados. And I feel like I should have Badge Boost glitched a bit more, but yep, there's the Hyper Beam. That's going to do massive damage. Still doesn't take us out. I should have Badge Boost glitched again. I was just mashing it at this point because I wanted to finish this run. Arcanine comes out. Takedown doesn't do much damage. Surf. We've now got 3 Badge Boost glitch set up, and we're on very low HP. We still don't take out... Oh, I don't think we're going to take out the Venusaur. I think we're going to lose this one unless Ice Beam hits and crits, or... No, we've lost. So let's try again. I get really annoyed at some of these runs. You get all the way through the champion, and because whenever I lose I reset to outside of the Elite Four, I get very annoyed at myself because it's like, I've spent all that time to get there, and I I mess it up by just mashing A sometimes instead of thinking about the strategy. Okay, so now we're back at the Alakazam. Psychic does a lot of damage and we do get a special drop, but that means everything else got boosted. So I'm going to use Ice Beam against the Rhydon. It's frozen, so now we can use Withdraw. That was a lucky freeze. But if we can set up all of these, then every Pokemon should be a one-shot, even that Venusaur. I'll be very surprised if that Venusaur is not a one-shot at this point. Oh, Hyper Beam, that's not good. Oh, still, as if it still takes 3 Body Slams to take out that Gyarados. So, use one. Let's just use up the rest of our withdraws. We want to be as high as possible on that badge boost to be able to take him out. Surf should one-shot. It still doesn't one-shot. Flipping heck. Oh, this is going to be close again. I'm at 5 HP. Okay. If Ice Beam doesn't take out this Venusaur, I'm going to have to think of something else. It still doesn't. Oh, use a Solar Beam. Oh, there's our luck. There's the luck I wanted. This is why I don't use 2-turn moves. It just leaves you open. Ah. But you know what you're probably thinking, now we've beaten the game with Wartortle, my Blastoise run, I did the game in, let me just double check, 5 hours and 7 in-game minutes at level 65. What time have we been able to do this with Wartortle? So we've done it at 1 level lower, at 3 hours and 39 in-game minutes, which is very, very quick. That's almost an hour and a half quicker than my Blastoise run. So you can imagine what's going to happen when it comes to the tiering video at the end of this next 10. That Wartortle is going to knock Blastoise off them top spots. But anyway, thank you for watching the video. Really do appreciate everyone who has watched, liked, or subscribed. We've got some very interesting videos coming up right now. Some very interesting runs, and I hope you'll join me to watch those ones coming up. But anyway, please like, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff, and we'll catch you in the next one. Take care.